Today, I'm going to tell you an interesting story about the life of Saint Paschal Baylon. Saint Paschal is also known as the patron saint of cooks and animal farmers. He was born on May 25, 1540 in Torrehermosa, a small village of Aragon, Spain. His parents were poor peasants and they named him Paschal because he was born on the Feast of Pentecost, which was called in Spanish as Pascua de Pentecostes. From his early childhood, he showed signs of deep holiness. He never had a chance to go to school and couldn't even read, but he often asked people for help on how to read the words in his small prayer booklet. His father was often hired by other farmers to tend their sheep, and St. Paschal often helped his father. Every time he worked on the farm, he would often recite prayers, and people around him noticed how deep his spirituality was. His companions, prone to cursing and quarrels, held their tongues around him out of respect for his piety and virtue. He was extremely honest, even offering to compensate owners of crops for any damage that the sheep caused. Despite being poor, he often gave away his food to beggars. He practiced penance and lived simply. Because of his deep sense of spirituality, he desired to become a friar. At the age of 24, he was accepted as a lay brother into the Franciscan Friars Minor, even though he couldn't read. In the monastery, he spent a whole lot of his time in prayer, especially before the Blessed Sacrament. His devotion to the Eucharist was so intense that he sometimes even fell into ecstasy during Mass. Despite his quiet and humble role in the monastery as a cook or gardener, people came from far and wide just to speak with him. They found in him a man of deep wisdom and kindness. He could barely write, yet answered spiritual questions with remarkable clarity. One day, he was sent to France on a mission to defend the Catholic belief in the real presence of Jesus in the Eucharist during the Protestant Reformation. During this mission, he met a Calvinist, a person who does not believe in Blessed Sacrament, and had an argument. When the argument got heated, a group of Calvinist mobs attacked him. Fortunately, he managed to escape unharmed. Throughout his life, St. Paschal lived in prayer, contemplation, and silent meditation, even while doing his chores. He was very contemplative and would even spend the whole night before the altar in silence. In his later life, his health started to decline, but he never asked for comfort or special care. In fact, when he was near death, he asked to be placed on the floor like his crucified Lord. On May 17, 1592, just a week before his 52nd birthday, Paschal died on the Feast of Pentecost, the same liturgical celebration under which he was born. It felt like a divine full circle. After his death, miracles were reported at his tomb. In 1690, Pope Alexander VIII declared him a saint. Later, Pope Leo XIII named him the patron of Eucharistic congresses and societies. Today, he is venerated as the patron saint of cooks and animal farmers, and his feast day is celebrated every 11th of June. If you like stories like this, support us, follow, like, and subscribe.